Hello everyone, you're watching Owen's Gaming Channel 67. Welcome to another Thomas ranking video. Today we are going to be ranking Season 9. A bit classic to be compared for this, but I need to do something about this really quick. Not gonna do anything stupid or dumb, but need to fix something really quick. Which I'm assuming this is gonna be correct. I don't know. If I'm wrong though, don't worry about that. If I'm wrong, then that's fine. I don't mind about that. I can consume this because this is one of my least favorite seasons due to bad animation and bad dialogue. It's probably going to take me a couple seconds to do that, but it's fine, at least. At the very, very least, it's finally going to be the time to do so. I'm hoping to get this done. Folks are expecting me to do this, but whatever. I ain't so sure. Well, I might be wrong, like I said, but I just wanted to do it. Hoping not to worry about this. I'm probably wrong though, but I don't know. I'm I'm losing track. Just don't worry about that. I know what I'm oftenly doing, but it's wasting my time. Let's just get started, I guess. Alright, I'm hoping this is right. Whatever. Alright, let's start. Percy in the oil painting is okay. A lot of the scenes are okay, but mostly Michael Brandon's narration is just wonderful. Even the famous artist as Michael Brandon. It is so adoring to me. The famous the famous artist is an idiot the entire time because everywhere Percy goes to take him is so special, but everything is too blank. I don't know what I see, but whatever. Thomas and the Rainbow is okay. To give out an example for this, but I actually don't mind about that. It's not boring or anything, but this is not what I see my in every single mind all of a sudden. This game, well, this episode doesn't have a lot of contact or whatever. It's still good. Tommy's chasing the rainbow, but at least he learned his lesson. By like all of his friends spread the news, and luckily he was saved. Thank goodness. Molly's special is one I can't say that I care for. Like Molly is just so sad that Emily just laughed at her because freight she had to take empty freight cars to the coaling plant. Like that is no reason to laugh at a single engine to look about what like that. I might be wrong. Thomas's milkshake muddle is really good. It's really good because a lot of the scenes are in this one are really cool. Something else is gone. too far and too sturdy. This is like the greatest. Mighty Mac. It's a favorite. I I love Mighty Mac. Mighty Mac is a really funny character. Michael Brandon's voice for Mighty Mac is really outrageous and it bursts my my bubble. It's the best episode. Like seriously, it's like completely the best. Don't explain why, but a lot of the scenes right there. Michael Brandon hosting for Mighty Mac is so cool. I just love it. Thomas and the Toy Workshop is another one that's okay. So, Thomas is really wanting to take the children, even though if that's his favorite thing to do. But once Henry has got an accident at Brendam Docks, some crates were in his were blocking his track. So he had to wait for the workmen to clear it up. And then Thomas realizes that pulling the toys to the workshop and taking the children is hard work and he couldn't get up the hill. So Thomas and Henry worked together by when Henry taking the toys to the workshop quickly and Thomas picking up the children. Respect for Gordon is another great episode. Respect for Gordon is one that is really good. It's surprisingly this good. It's not my number one favorite, but it's pretty much out of hand, and I cannot even see anything that's well. Thomas and the birthday picnic is another one that I cannot say that I really care for. This is just boring. Sir Topham Hatt is being an idiot because everywhere, well, folks might say this, but you guys are probably going to be right about this, but Thomas has ran out of ideas after taking Sir Topham Hatt, his wife, and his mother to the fields and the castle, which were plowed into dark brown mud, and and the castle being closing for redecoration and repairs. But still, at least the ending of it is very strong. Tuneful Toots. I cannot handle this episode really well. It's another great episode. The other engines don't even think that Rusty's horn looks exactly the same. Like first a high note and then a low note. If I'm wrong though. But this is like one of my favorite episodes for this, but I didn't it's not my favorite. I don't know why I placed it there. Rheneas and the Dinosaur is surprisingly it's going to surprise a lot of you, but this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. I can't say this because even though Rheneas and Skarloey are like best friends, there's no reason for Skarloey to biff into the freight cars so hard. And then Rheneas just rejects Skarloey to ask him to pull the dinosaur with him. Like that would have been sick. Thomas and the New Engine, it's not bad, but whatever. It is okay. So what I'd say, Thomas and the New Engine. Thomas was just a straight up idiot the entire time. But seeing Neville and the Diesels laughing together, that just makes no sense. First he spread it to James, then he spread it to Edward, then spread it to Percy, to then to Emily, and then to Toby. Like that is insane. Spreading all the rumors and gossips. Like what the heck is going on, man? Whatever. I can't even say this one. Toby Feels Left Out is another great episode. What I'd briefly say about this is that I feel I feel sad over Toby because Sir Topham had things he's going to send him to be in the museum. Like, what kind of episode does that even make? Like, seriously, it's not even good whatsoever. Thomas Tries His Best is another bad episode. Yeah, I'm gonna get hated for this, but Thomas Tries His Best is another bad episode. This is not This isn't good. By the fact that Thomas just wants to get his jobs done quickly to see the carnival for the children that have arrived far away. But then when the the engine has lost power, Thomas still has time to take the engine to the carnival, and now he finally gets to watch it. Like Thomas is just in a straight up rush to take some chickens to the farm. Like I don't even care for this. The magic lamp, another one that I can't say I really care for. I mean, this was like my favorite episode when I first watched it, but that isn't anymore though. Even though it did have good scenes in this one, the dark scenes, the story scene that Skarloey tells the engines about this, about the magic lamp, whose name was Proteus. That's sick. Thomas and the statue is the worst. It is the absolute worst episode. Yeah, I got you guys very mad at me, but I'm serious. There's no absolute reason for me to hate this one. Because there's no other idea to do on. Like, Thomas is just an idiot and a jerk the entire time. Spreading, thinking that it's his own statue. Spreading into the other engines. Like, this is the absolute worst. And yeah, at least he learned his lesson. Henry and the Flagpole is another okay episode. To consume this one because I don't understand like this. But Henry didn't even see the flagpole. He wanted to find a new flagpole right away to so that way he doesn't so that way the workmen don't have to chop down the wishing tree that he loves. That's sick. It was just one example. Emily Knows Best is another okay episode. It's one that it doesn't go through my mind or something. But it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. I just don't even care about this one. Emily just wants to play queen, just to think that she can do the right thing to help Percy. We had a bunch of accidents lately. Whatever. Too much to spread. Thomas's Day Off is another favorite. I consume this one. Well, it is not as good as Mighty Mac, but Thomas's Day Off is another favorite. We haven't had one of these for a while, but thank the Lord it's finally going to be the time we get another favorite. Dennis is new though, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't even know what to do with the tiles. He's just a lazy diesel. He needs to be really useful. Thomas's new trucks is another great episode. Like Thomas is just wanting to keep his freight cars clean. Like he just wants to get his freight cars extra clean. Don't worry, it's just not a bad one. Duncan in the Old Mine is another great episode. Everybody just likes this episode so much, including me as well. Duncan just wants to go on an adventure in the mine, but then he gets trapped inside. Rusty kept looking for him, and Mr. Percival was worried. But at least Duncan got free, at least from hitting some freight cars to the buffers to get out of there. Bold and Brave. I haven't got much to say this, but this looks ridiculous. But this is okay. Diesel tells Thomas a scary story about the curse of the cliffs. This makes no sense. There's no such thing as curse in the cliffs. He was just making that up, folks. But whatever. Skarloey the Brave. Everybody just hates that episode. I thought it would be the absolute worst, but let me say this. It's not. It's another bad episode, but give me an example on why this is bad. It's this is bad because a lot of people hate this one for when Skarloey just wants to try and be brave. Like this is sick. Just one example I could have given. Saving Edward is another favorite. I know some People hate this one because of the tirement of Edward getting the wrong sort of coal that Thomas tried to say to Sir Topham Hatt. Like, who, what does it even mean to have bad coal on the wrong sort of coal that he had? What is this? But at least Edward told the truth. Still, I consider it a favorite, but it's not this bad. Thomas and the Golden Eagle. We've had a lot of okays recently, but this one is okay as well. Thomas and Percy just wants to see the Golden Eagle, all because that, all because they wanted to, all because they wanted to try and find it, but they had jobs to do, like Percy taking the milk to the dairy, and Thomas some taking freight cars from the quarry to Brandon Docks. Like that's sick. Percy helps Thomas by taking all of the stone cars, taking them to the docks. But when Percy runs out of coal, Thomas has to help him take his milk to the dairy. But at least they saw the Golden Eagle in the end. Keeping Up with James is another one I can't say that I care for. This is another one that is not even good. But hey, it's better than nothing. James is just an idiot because he wanted to pull the presents when Edward is taking his sweet time to take care. James just doesn't listen. He's mad because he has to work with Edward the slow engine. But he was trying his best to catch up, but there's no reason to be in a rush to pull the presents. Like seriously. But at least he learned his lesson. The last one, Flower Power, is another favorite. This is one of my third favorites of all time, and I cannot even understand why. Thomas just keeps getting spooked by Diesel, but then he had a very he had a very clever idea to get covered in flour just to scare Diesel to think that he was a ghost. I can't help myself over this, but this is the best. Well, guys, the season. That is all the episodes from season 9. Let's rank them all one by one. Even if you give me some hated comments on the Thomas and the statue one, I wouldn't say it this much, but this is so terrible, and it's the worst. Anyways, beyond from that, Thomas and the statue, Rheneas and the dinosaur, which I couldn't consider that, Skarloey the brave, Thomas tries his best, Molly's special, Thomas and the birthday picnic, Keeping Up with James, The Magic Lamp, Emily Knows Best, Bold and Brave, Thomas and the New Engine, Thomas and the Toy Workshop, Henry and the Flagpole, Percy and the Oil Painting, Thomas and the Rainbow, Thomas and the Golden Eagle, Thomas's New Trucks, Toby Feels Left Out, Thomas's Milkshake Muddle, Tuneful Toots, Duncan in the Old Mine, Respect for Gordon, Thomas's Day Off, or Day Out, whatever it is. I think it's Day Out. I don't know. Flower Power, Saving Edward, and number one of my favorite narrow gauge episodes of all time, Mighty Mac. Mighty Mac. Okay, guys, that is all the episodes that I have ranked. I like the video, subscribe to my channel, and comment if you guys want me to do another ranking. The next ranking we can do is season 10, which is one of the worst in the, well, the second worst, I can say, but beyond for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you later, folks.